Let me tell you a story about something that happened to me a few years ago. An acquaintance called with what he said was an embarrassing request. His little girl had been caught shoplifting from our church bookstore, and he wanted to know if I would represent the church so she could come and apologize. He said he wanted to use this incident as a teaching moment. I agreed, but I had a bigger lesson in mind. The next day, the parents and their 8-year-old daughter trooped into my office and sat down. "Tell me what happened," I said to the little girl as gently as I could. "Well," she said as she started to sniffle, "I was in the bookstore after a service and I saw a book I really wanted and I didn't have any money." Now tears formed in her eyes and were spilling down her cheeks. I handed her a tissue. "So I put the book under my coat and I took it. I knew it was wrong. I knew I shouldn't do it, but I did, and I'm sorry. I'll never do it again, honest." I said to her, "I'm so glad you're willing to admit what you did and say you're sorry. That's very brave, and that's the right thing to do. But what do you think an appropriate punishment would be?" She shrugged her shoulders. I thought for a moment, then said, "Well, I understand the book cost $5. I think it would be fair if you paid the bookstore $5 plus 3 times that amount, which would make the total $20. Do you think that would be fair?" She nodded sadly. "Yes," she murmured. She could see the fairness in that. But now there was fear in her eyes. $20 is a mountain of money for a little kid. Where would she ever come up with that much cash? I wanted to use this moment to teach her something about Jesus. So I pulled open my desk drawer, removed my checkbook, and wrote out a check on my personal account for the full amount. I tore off the check, and I handed it to her. And her mouth dropped open. "I'm going to pay your penalty so that you don't have to." "Do you know why I do that?" I asked her. Bewildered, she shook her head. "Because I care about you. Because you're valuable to me. And please remember this. This is how Jesus feels about you too. Except even more."